Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a game between Falcons Solar and Shopify Rebellion's Beyond. Solar, the man who won DreamHack 2015 in Stockholm. After that win, I remember we had an after party and we went to a club. This was in Stockholm, is in Sweden for the Americans and the Australians who've never been to Europe. Stockholm is freaking cold there. It's pretty far up north. It's kind of like Canada, but less spread out. No bears, no coyotes either. Actually, it might be bears in Sweden. I don't know. I've never been into the wild in Sweden. Either way, we went to this after party, and we get into this like EDM type of club. I think it was. You know, you get the very repetitive music that I'm not very much into. It's like drum and bass or something. I don't know. It all sounds the same to me. You've heard one song, you've heard all of them. And on the middle of the dance floor is a guy with a portable roulette table. This is the first and the last time that I've ever seen just gambling inside of a club. And he was like on the dance floor as well. And there's people that are absolutely smashed out of their mind. They're just throwing away their upcoming 5 salaries onto this guy with his portable roulette table. Like, he might as well have been cheating. I'm not even sure if this guy was affiliated with the club or he just was making some side buck in the weekends, going into clubs, hiding his portable roulette table under his shirt. It was quite the construction though, so I don't think that's what it was, but it was freaking insane to watch. And he just stood there and freaking scamming people out of their cash. Like, I think there was a max bet of maybe $20 or $25 as we have the triple reaper coming in, and it was super dark in the casino. Most of the time you couldn't even see what it landed on. You just lost your money. Like, I didn't play, I'm an idiot. But yeah, so whenever I think of Solar winning DreamHack Stockholm 2015, I think of this guy and his portable roulette table inside of the club. Absolutely surreal scenes. You know how when they sell like stuff in the train and they have like these things around their neck? That's kind of what it looked like. Just for your imagination. Alright, what the hell do we have here? Roach Warren. Ooh, this is the Shin build order. So, Shin a while ago gave up on playing an actual game. And instead what he said, well, I'm not sure if he said this out loud, but what he indicated with his actions was that he pretty much just wanted to rush into Ultras as safe as humanly possible and then play a late game. And I think Solar here is pretty much copying that. So it's the lair rush, early extra queens. You get pretty decent creep spread with this actually. And then you pop a couple of roaches out. You get a really fast infestation pit. You're low drone, but your ultra cavern comes out so freaking fast. It's actually painful to watch. So these are just safety roaches. These are not roaches. Oh, I'm going to attack you across the map. And then I'm gonna scam you with my portable roulette table. No, it's the opposite. This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. What the hell is this? Viking? Viking tank? Oh, dude, Beyond's absolutely cooked in the head as well. I think Beyond thinks he's being nightest. Because Solar usually doesn't play this particular build. Like, if you're playing against Shin, and Shin is doing his, his dark magic with the freaking fast, the fast hive, then people are going to respond different than if someone that never does it all of a sudden is playing 2 base. So we get this Viking out, we get like 2 tanks. Like, Beyond is actually just defending against an all-in. That is going to come as well, because of course Solar doesn't play the hive rush. He is just gonna go for an all-in. Beyond, with the perfect read before it even happened, knew exactly what to expect. That actually is a crazy read. That is such a blind counter as well. Viking, double tank. Stim is going to finish up pretty soon. And now the roaches are moving across the map. Overlord's gonna get pushed. And you know what's the worst part? This Viking is going to see Overlord speed finish. That's going to be like an alarm going off. Like an absolute wheel, like a red flag. That is probably... Oh my god, he's gonna find it. Oh, shoot it. Come on, kite. There we go. It is him against the Overlord. And now 2 queens on the ground. Dude, this is such a terrible start. I guess the Overlord drop usually is to stop Banshees from killing you. But there are no Banshees, so it's completely irrelevant. So now you have 2 queens in the middle of the map that are kind of lost. But there's also nothing that can happen to them. So they're just going to walk back home. This was probably one of the worst starts that Solar could have had. Stim has finished up. Combat Shield is going to start quickly behind this. We don't have full worker production. This 30C isn't building. Double eBay's already on the way. And now we're going to still rush into a hive. I should have done that in the first place, Solar. I hate to say I told you so. And it also would be inaccurate because I didn't actually tell you to do it. I was just surprised by this Queen Roach attack. You know who wasn't surprised? Freaking Beyond. He saw this coming a mile away. My man had 3 tanks ready and like 25 Marines with Stim. As well as a Viking. He knew exactly what the hell was happening here. Okay, he was checked in. Poof. Double infestors, roaches coming out as well. Income is actually really crap for Beyond though. I'll give that to Solar. Holy cow. Beyond must have just completely cut SCVs and expected a full commitment on the all-in. In a way, finding the Overlords as soon as he did probably stopped Solar from building more roaches, and that might have saved Solar. Sometimes if you hard counter too hard, if you blind counter too hard, this is what happens. It backfires because the opponent's like, oh my god, there's no way I can win here. There's 5 tanks. This guy has 3 battle cruisers and I just have roaches. What am I gonna do against that? Nothing. So then you just go into a late game and the game becomes different. And these Marines are gonna run in. Gonna get a couple of drones. Gonna get an Overlord as well. Whoopee! 2 Marines get caught by the fungal. They get Kerrigan behind. No Medevac's gonna stay and wait for that. As these boys in the middle. Gonna get a kill here on a tumor or 2 as well. It's the oncology department. Good job, lads. Boop, back home. Without Medevacs as well, by the way. That is freaking ballsy. There are 5 tanks, I think, right? Yeah, 5 tanks out. You could imagine a world in which Beyond just moves across the map and tries to kill his opponent. Like, that's such a Terran thing to do. Just moving across the map and winning the game. Ah, God. I hate them. Beyond did unsiege. Okay, yeah, there we go. He's going to set up. So you still want to keep your medevac across the map. So you force some units in that general area. And Solar is, of course, expecting kind of a 2-prong. And this is going to be a 2-prong. It's going to be 2 prongs to this attack. The left prong and the right prong. I do not think that Beyond is going to turn this into a... It's called a trident? The one that Poseidon has? Neptune? Are Poseidon and Neptune the same guy? Oh, this is scary, because there's no centrifugal hoops. I think Poseidon is like Greek, and Neptune is probably Roman. I think they both do the sea. Ooh, look at that. This 10 position is insane. I just don't think Solar can really hold this. I just don't really see it. Like, look at this. He's like a couple of Ravagers. He has Banelings. But against a high tank count, having Links is actually a huge deal because they can be used to come from the side and clear stuff up. He's going to need some insane fungals here onto this Marine squad. Then flank with the Links from the left side. And then from there now maybe you have something. And Solar has a very big supply. I'll give him that. This went much better than I thought it would. You just got 2 tanks there. Really didn't lose that much. 3 Ultras out as well. 3 Ultras? Really? Already have 3 Ultras on the way. No chitinous plating yet, but I mean that's a problem that's going to be fixed within 40 seconds. And once chitinous finishes up, the Marine, it goes from this very, this powerful man with a gun into still a man with a gun, but significantly less powerful. As a couple more biles are going to hit. 13 workers going down behind all of this. As the SCVs are falling on the 3rd base. Yeah, fighting with Zerglings with your little drills is not gonna cut it here. And now it's Beyond who's behind. And significantly behind, may I say. And it makes you wonder whether Solar ever actually was behind at all. Or if it was all an illusion. The failed roach attack into the fast hive. Was this the plan all along? To fail the first attack. To then show off his macro muscle. With a large swell of links. And Ultralisk. Upgrades are pretty mediocre for both players. So that means it's completely fine. I just don't see how Beyond is going to hold this fort base. Marines are moving forward. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, yeah. 4 guys in the back are like, alright, we're out. Pick up and piss off. That's how it's done here. In this town. We're gonna need to see a lift here on the fort base. Marauder count is at 15, which is actually a good number of marauders, by the way. That is a great number of marauders. Holy crap. What is this ultra doing? Investigation. Reporting for duty. Freaking died. A terrible investigator. Imagine police detectives did that every time they were investigating a murder. See him walk into the criminals then and die. Awful stuff. A couple of us are going to connect with 2 tanks at the same time, which also isn't brilliant stuff. But overall, this fight with the Marauder Concave is pretty good. Look at this. Look at that. 1 tank almost remains alive, and Marine Marauder now stutter steps forward. There were so many roaches in here, and they freaking suck, because there's not even a single range attack upgrade. At this point, I think a roach doesn't actually deal damage anymore, and it dies really fast. It's a little bit like a roach in real life. Can roaches in real life bite? I don't even know about that. The cucaracha. I know they can survive nukes or something, but to be honest, if you see a bunch of cucarachas in your house and you decide to nuke it, then you're probably an idiot already, so there's probably better ways to get rid of them. Significantly cheaper and with less consequences to the environment around it. Also, how did they test this? Did they actually just nuke a cucaracha? Like, oh, you survived. Let's try it again. You know, one time could be a coincidence. There's some wild fights. This army is going to be too low in health soon. Bjorn is very... that's freaking 6 plates that. What the hell? His control, like his large... like spread out and stuff like that is so freaking sick. It is absolutely beautiful to watch. We get a big send-off to the left side, but he's still pretending to be active here with a big army. And now Solar's like, hey, wait a second. Where the hell is the rest of your forces? Do we have a split off in time? Is Solar quick enough to realize what the hell is going on? No, he doesn't. Solar does not realize what's going on. He's going in with the run-by. He's going to lose this base. If these drones die as well, I think the game is looking quite good for Beyond, but the drones survive. That means that this is okay for Solar. It sucks because he loses a bit of mining, but we have a new base already coming in. Obviously, Beyond didn't want to commit into this area, afraid of a fungal. At the same time, Solar's moving further forward on the map as well. Once more, though, this ramp feels so scary. There's so many medevacs. Take a look at the micro over here. 1 ultra on the top goes down. More mines are burrowing. There's a couple of links still active inside of the third as well as the army comes back. Bailing count is decent. We have 1 or 2 fungals remaining. First one doesn't really hit a whole lot. Second one is going to hit, but the ultras are gone, except for these 3 from the side. The Eastern Ultra comes in and is going to also die to Marauders, to be honest. Depot here is going to explode. Solar at 160 supply against the 142 of Beyond, who once more has gotten his attack upgrade before his... his armor upgrade before his attack upgrade. This is such a common occurrence that it actually hurts. More ultras on the way. It feels like Solar is losing with an army that is significantly better than his opponent, though. Ooh, nice Marine Scout. There is a single mine. Let's see what it can do. It can do fairly little. We have only 4 Marines and a Marauder here. This army is strong. This army is powerful. This army is going to kill this 5th base. And going to reset Solar back to only 4. So the factory doesn't get lifted and dies. SCVs actually moving into this is kind of scary because you're going to end up losing more SCVs than you'd want. It's going to lose almost all of the SCVs. Rest of the Marauders show up. Losing the factory sucks because I think the mines are actually very important. Medevac count is phenomenal. I would love to see a bit of repair on some of these medevacs. Extremely low. Getting a single Viper, by the way, for Solar would be huge too because of that. Because a lot of these medevacs are so freaking low. As Beyond is pushing further forward. I think Beyond feels like a fake sense of urgency here that isn't really there. But he definitely is experiencing that. Because he's attacking aggressively into positions where I'm not sure if he really should be. Mine count behind this isn't large. We have 2 more fungals behind this. But look at this. Like half of the army that belongs to Solar just isn't in the fight. They're not there, man. Not there mentally. Third base is mining. Lots of Lots of mines there. I think I'd prefer seeing just a Liberator around and using the mines aggressively. So we're going to get a split off of 3 Marauders and 2 Marines. We have a couple of Medivacs coming up. Needs to hide this, ideally. It doesn't quite get to hide it. Do these things have Adrenal? Surely they do, right? Yeah, they do. Okay, and here comes another Ultra split off. Ooh, that's risky. Because these Ultras are taking a lot of damage. You have some Infestors up there, and at the same time we have another Marauder push up here. He's gonna go for target on this base, I think. Could actually maybe try and clear 1 or 2 of these Ultras, but instead we're just gonna see a full pick up. Does he have enough Medivacs? Yes, he does. He's gonna pick up, and as always, fly back. Like, a single Viper here would be used, because there's no serious anti-air right now. These Medivacs are all completely devoid of energy, by the way. That means that every stim, especially a Marauder stim, is going to hurt big time. We're going to get a Burrow, and we're going to get a redrop on the right side, where there's a spotting Roach. Good way to use a Roach, because these guys are completely useless. Unless the Ghosts come out with the nukes. Oh my god, that should have been in StarCraft 2. Is that Roaches could just survive a nuke. It's like the ultimate counter to the nuke. It's like a certain type of skin that they have. You know, like the hardened skin, except anti-nuclear skin. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Oy, oy, oy. Is that a 5th base? Okay, now this is the main base that's going to fly over. Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought this was an army. This was a Changeling army. I was really excited. I was like, oh, look at these Marines. They're baiting the army away, but it was just Changelings. Beyond this keeps doing this, where he'll kind of wait at a distance from a base, and then he just runs in and snipes it. Look at this scan. Look at this scan. Here he goes. Oh. He's not going to get it. He can try again later, though. As long as he doesn't lose everything here for free. Ooh, Lynx are going to get taken out. That's quite painful here for Solar. This is open, by the way, which is absolutely wild. A couple of these Lynx are going to end up falling. We have 1 more mine up there. As Beyond moves forward. This is a single Medivac that's not going to be enough. Yeah, these guys need to be there. Absolutely. I think against 4 Lynx, can you fight that with 30 SCVs? Probably not. Still have this army on the left. Solar has an army on the left. We have an army on the right. Beyond has an army on the right. Mine count is pretty decent, though. Ooh, those are scans. Those are scans. Those are absolutely scans. Mines might be a little bit too clumped up. Are way too clumped up. Liberators are trying to set up. These Lynx are still active. It's the same 4 Lynx. This base is now kind of mining. There are rocks here, which probably make it harder for Beyond to defend it, if anything. I think we're going to need to get some Liberators on bases to deal with Ling run-bys, if I'm being real honest. This entire army being pulled back for 4 Zerglings is diabolical, by the way. It's absolutely diabolical. Mines need to pre-burrow this time. Let's see if we're going to get it. Marauders there forward, just kind of poking. Sniping a lot of these Infestors. Another mine is going to burrow here as well. Marines in the back dealing a lot of damage, as this army is going to move across the map right now. As well, we get a full pickup and a boost towards the right side. There's not that many units behind all of this. At the same time, Beyond also took out this base. This has been a good game. Very active. Pretty much from start to finish, back and forth. And now both players are killing each other's bases. This thing is an issue, because these SCVs might just end up all dying. I don't really see a way for Beyond to get out of there. At the same time, we also get a jump onto this army. 123 supply to 185. As this Ultra is going to get sniped. We still have 81 army supply for Beyond, but how much of that is in Medivacs? We have 13 Medivacs. A single Liberator. A single Liberator. Two Liberators. 4 mines. And Beyond is getting severely outmined. That means that there is a huge timer on Beyond. That Solar just set off. And as you all know in movies, what happens at the end of the timer? Someone explodes. Not because of a nuclear bomb, but a regular bomb. Good old regular bombs. Well, what do we have here? Most likely was going to be the final fight of this game. I think there's plenty of units. We have a big Link run-by coming in as well. Extra bases coming in too. As Beyond is still trying. Actually, he has 103 supply. It's just so much into Medivacs, right? Yeah, GG's gonna get called. Solar wins this game here on White Rabbit. That's going to be it for me today.